And it will be very interesting to see, especially because yesterday I really feel like that at the playoff, also the strategy you're bringing to the table, it may be a little bit different in terms of the format of the event, because essentially the playoff is going to be 4 rounds, and then essentially it's a one-shot match to get you to the World Championship. And today is a different, it's a complete different format, because we will be having, you know, 9 rounds of Swiss today. Yeah. So essentially, you may want to bring something that it's a little bit more consistent in terms of, you know, a long run. So that's why up on the screen we have Roselle. So we saw Roselle, I think, a number of times throughout last year on stream, especially during the World Championship.
Yeah, I mean, she had a crazy season, and as we can see, back on that Sky Striker deck, that our friend and colleague Leo also had a great showing at the French Nationals. It's still a very, you know, scary deck and quite consistent, so I'm sure she has good reason for bringing it again. On the other hand, instead we see some of the latest cards that we got to see in action first yesterday. And I think we have Amul Charmy and then 4 spells in the end for Simon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, a lot of green going around.
Okay, now we're starting things off with Wanted, and I mean the Light and Darkness deck. It's there's different ways of playing the deck. We saw yesterday as well Josh Kelly playing it. I really feel like with what could be the most consistent strategy with the branded cards, but at the end of the day, it's really a matter of how you feel the most, you know. Confident with the deck, and the consistency on the deck is without no doubts there. And here we're seeing first of all the Light and Darkness ritual spell being sent to the graveyard, and we know that it can be recycled once it's there. And also with the playing this kind of package will be very interesting to see how it's going to be played out by Simon, but does Roselle have any response? Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, the Sky Striker deck doesn't usually main any Entrap, so sometimes just a set, but sometimes we don't see any. You know, it's a deck that focuses mainly on Field Breaker, but here we see the extended art version, which, you know, have been the latest rarity, loved by pretty much everyone in the community. Do you have a favorite one of this new rarity?
Yeah, I have the Black Luster Soldier. Like to me, the set just brought so much nostalgia that I really feel like this will be the deck that I think I will be playing, just because, you know, it brings so many memories, and the deck is incredibly consistent as well.
Let's see. Yeah, it's indeed 3 spells in the end, and we do see the souls, which means that we can possibly get a few draws here. There it is, Magician Souls. Always have been quite effective, and as expected, no response there, so we get yet another 2 draws.
And we essentially saw before Chaos Origin was released how Sky Striker was impactful. I really want to see how the deck is gonna perform at this event. Especially because, you know, things have changed a little bit, significantly, after Chaos Origins has been released.
Yeah. I think right before Chaos Origins, even though, I mean, we've mentioned Leo had quite the run, I saw a lot of skepticism around Sky Striker because of the branded matchup specifically. And now, I mean, there should be definitely less branded around, just because you have more options. It would be interesting to see once we have it, the deck breakdown for the main event. We have a little bit less than 2,300 player, and you know, it's always a pretty fun game to see, you know, what they bring and what will advance to day 2 and eventually to the top cut. And it's also going to be quite different because this is the first European Championship in which we have the new rules.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back in the day, you know, this was really the event in which once you make it to the top cut, it was not just about winning the event, but you had the additional threshold of qualifying for the World Championship. And this time around, with the cut to the top 8, it's going to feel quite different. Because basically, you know, there is not anymore that feeling of, okay, now a second tournament starts, you make it to the top 8 directly, and then it's just in and out.
It's quite brutal, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, 4 duelists, just as a reminder, so we'll make it. So all of our semi-finalists will go to Tokyo. But that's still a long way to go before tomorrow. So let's see. Just as a reminder, of course, but it's probably more useful if you're watching the other channel. We do have 2 different live streams going on at the same time. Today, they are gonna be both focused around the main event, while tomorrow, a little bit similar to how it was on Friday, we will use the channel in which we are right now to showcase the Genesis event. So for fans of this additional way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh, make sure to check that out tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and here, Simon, we can see pretty much the full combo with the Azamina package as well. It's very interesting to see that in action, especially because now the Mind Shuffle gets online. And yeah, I mean, this is the reason why the deck it's so good. You now gonna be adding the Black Laser Soldier to the hand, and once the Mind Shuffle gets activated, it's gonna be a huge problem because now, yeah, of course, it's gonna discard 1 card after adding the Black Laser Soldier to the hand. But oh, okay, summoning the Griffo.
The thing is, I guess Super Polymerization is a card that is gonna be mained by many this weekend, and we have seen yesterday already at the playoff a lot of the impact. The other Italian competitor we got quite close, which was Leonardo Sacchetti, ended up playing this same, you know, strategy, and then he lost out to the Super Polymerization in the end, which is really a versatile card because of the Theseus, of course, against Kultun, which is still probably the most represented deck. But then it has a lot of different targets depending on your extra deck space, and Sky Striker can be a deck where you make good use of Super Poly. So let's see. Now, finally, we'll get a chance to break this field. Can she make it? So many field breakers in the deck. Ooh, but we do not start things off with a spell. We start things off with Ray. And swing already.
Yeah, it's attacking the Zenna, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Roselle took 1500 damage, so not. So it might have crashed for sure.
We're using the effect, but here comes Mind Shuffle. And
oh, there's the Fallen.
Yeah,
good one.
Spell, definitely not the last.
And
oh, and we do have Cold Buy, and you can see Simon nodding his head. Yeah, brutal interactions here from Roselle, who can access the engage, but goes for linkage, since we still have the option. And here comes.
I think life points could be inverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a
there's
second
another
copy.
one.
Yeah, the Fallen was known, but she played that really, really well, searching the second copy. And as you can see here, going for Kagari to add back.
Yeah, essentially because with the protect code, the your link for higher monsters cannot be destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean life points are inverted. Yeah, this is game.
That's it. Very, very fast game. As Alberto mentioned, the life points were inverted, but she maneuvered that so well. Now it's gonna be tricky, because Simon already went first, uninterrupted, set up his field, and got completely annihilated. So what is going through your mind? Do you ever have it in you to go second after siding?
Well, we also have to say that Roselle had an absolute incredible hand. I mean, I think Simon's starting hand was very strong. You know, Roselle had all the needed answer, like the Fallen on the Vicious on the Mind Shuffle, followed up by a Cold by the Grave. Of course, there was the Protect code, which was preventing the distraction of the Zenna, but at the end of the day, with the double linkage, it was pretty much impossible.
In terms of side decking, it will also be an interesting event, because as we have mentioned, the format has expanded quite a bit. So the trend is still to side a few traps for going first, usually replacing those mulch armies, but we have seen a lot of different options, and you know, it's gonna be interesting to see what Simon has in store for us. And most importantly, I assume he's still gonna go first, honestly. I would be surprised if he let her start, but he definitely needs to adjust now that he knows what he's up against.
Yeah, so here they are.
Here we are. So, ooh, I do see a drawn and locked bird in the end from Simon. That's great news. Not so much against the end we have seen from Roselle in the past game, but overall it can be quite effective against other ends. And I see a couple of interruptions, which I'm assuming came from side deck, and here it is Ghost Ogre.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she also has a bell. And I can assume those, again, came from side deck, maybe. In the main deck, they're not so popular, but let's see. Simon having a think. So one card is draw, the other one is an extended art. Which of the ritual is it? I'm not.
So she's thinking on the Light and Darkness ritual. Simon has 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I think it makes sense to go for the Bell here.
There it is, Bell.
Yeah, it passed.
I think that's it. Wow. That's brutal. This could be quite the fast match. Side deck came in handy for Roselle.
The newest card and
wow. That's brutal. We do have Drone Lock Bird, but what a start again for I was trying to think, no, she didn't came from playoff, yeah. She came through the main event last year. So, yeah, trying to get, just going that back. She was not on Sky Striker. The love, relationship started actually at the World Championship. We can assume, my view on it was that since we had quite a successful run of Sky Striker at the European Championship last year, she maybe got inspired by it, and then she brought it to the World Championship, eventually losing in the semi-final to Tom. But ever since we have seen, that happening, and I think here they are discussing whether he can draw. I think he asked Simon.
Yeah, I think a resolution, no?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was asking. He was like, "Can I do it?" Maybe lacking a little bit of experience and also nerves. You are playing round 1, which, as we always say, it's quite arguably the toughest. And you're doing it against an amazing player on stream. And surely this hurts, but in the previous game we had game through draw. Let's see if we have a similar chance here. We do have the option of... We're quite close. Well, we might miss a little bit of damage. Let's see. Yeah, because we can get it back. So attack. And yeah, that's it.
All right.
Face down, there was nothing as we knew. And she takes the match in quite the convincing fashion. 2-0. Only 2 turns were needed to win this one out, and we got to see a little bit of the new cards, especially the new pot, which I think we'll see a lot of in action, especially going second. It can be a great tool, and in Sky Striker already you were playing part of Desires before the last set, when you don't even have the drawback of possibly banishing a lot of the key cards, even though it's not a +1. You see so many cards off the top of the deck that it just feels perfect at times for Sky Striker. And yeah, we can see just how many hand chops she has after siding. I see Didi Crow as well in there. Anyways, good luck to both for the remaining of the tournament. It's still a long way to go. As mentioned, 9 rounds today. This was just the first of many to come. And as mentioned, if you happened to ended up on this live stream first, just as a reminder, we have the main one going on at the same time. So depending on where you're watching, you can find on YouTube the secondary stream and just watch the action where I'm pretty sure the current European champion Lorenzo Muselli is trying to defend his title at the moment, unless he has also finished in 15 minutes. So let's see. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon for round 2, so keep watching.